Hi guys, I'm Aaron Intende, and today I came to talk about something you might be asking yourself. How did I get work? How did I start life in US after entering through DV Rotary? How did I start life in USA? So how did I start life in USA? First of all, I came on a green card, DV Lottery, and in my position I came in October end of 2022, meaning I've lived 2023, 2024. Now I'm 2 years in USA. But how did I get job? And how did I start working? But in my advantage, guys, I started in the first month I entered here. So let me tell you one thing which will always help you. Here we always say where you start your life is the people whom you start, like who you live with, they are going to make a big impact on your life in USA. Either they will pull you behind or they will push you forward. Take this from me. The people where you start life in USA, they're gonna be a very big, they're gonna play a very big role in your life. In my case, they help me to push me to gain my goals. First of all, I had my auntie here, and I got a few friends, even the ones I knew way before in UAE, the one I used to work with in UAE. I found them here. I found like a few friends here, like two, and they helped me to give me a few advices. Even just meeting me and encourage me, it added up onto my life. This is it. When I entered in USA in October, end of October 2022, I met my auntie here. She gave me a roof on my head for a few days. Then she helped me to rent a shared apartment, meaning I shared a room, and I had another roommate having another room, a bedroom. We had each of us has different bedrooms. We are sharing sitting room and bathroom and kitchen. So in my position, I had people who gave me support. You too, you can get people. Even if you come here, try to find out, try to find people who can help you. There are so many genuine people who can help, like churches, mosque, market. You can just go. There are a lot of communities here. Each of you, sorry about that, it's windy. Each of you can get into his or her community, Kenyan community, Malawi, Uganda, and it depends on the state where you are. Some states they have few Africans. Most states they have many Africans. Even if you're Kenyan, you can approach Ugandan community. Like I've helped many Kenyans, I've helped many Ugandans, Sudanese, Somalis, Malawi, even Indians, Sri Lankan, Bengalis. I've helped them. I've given them information. So once you come to America, when I came to America and I got a roof on my head, there's one thing which I had to do, get work. Since I came with my family, I came with my wife and my son, I had to get work. I was the man of the house, and at least I had experiences in UAE. I had experience of hustling, really hustling. So this was a new hustle, different work, good environment, good people, hardworking people, and good government policies here. And since I had papers, I first had to find my papers. Like how? My second day or my third day of here. That means I came end of October. On my third day here, I went on. I paid for my green card and my social my social, like my green card. My social came after 2 weeks, and my green card came after 3 to 4 weeks. So before getting the papers, it was hard for me to get work. But when I got my social, I started applying jobs. I started looking for jobs. Same applies to my wife. But remember, we had a son, so we never had money to take our son to uh, kindergarten or jaja, or get a maid to take care of him. So one of us had to keep at home. Then me, as the father or as the man of the house, I talked to my aunt, and my aunt said, "You are the one who have to get job." Then we looked for job. Since I got my green card and my social security, those are 4 weeks of staying in America. On my fourth week, I went on, I got a job. Which job was this? Ugandans know Bakade, or Kenyans know Bakade, what it means, the grants, taking care of the grants. I know some people say this is the most nasty job you can get, but here in America, you go through training and you have equipment to use in this Bakade or the grants. In other words, I can say caregiving. Caregiving has different departments or different kinds of caregiving. There is caregiving, giving companionship, like you just go there, watch TV with old man or woman. You go in, do the jaws, clean, help him run an errands, go to the market, buy groceries for them, get their medications, help them take their medication. There is that. There's another caregiving whereby you have to do the grooming. You have to shave, you have to give them bath, showers, you have to clean them, take them to toilets. This all is simple for somebody like me. It's simple. But in particular facilities, if you're known to one, if you're known doing on one person, they might end up giving you very many individuals to care for. That is in a facility. Some are called homes or facilities. That is rehabilitation center facility. And that's where I started my life. It was the most hard part of beginning in America. But the wonderful thing, it was pesa. There was a lot of pesa for me. Taking care of the grants or caregiving in a facility, it's something else. In my life, it changed my way of thinking. Let me tell you the funny part of my beginning to work here in America. My the person who took me there, he told me, "Aaron, I'm taking you to work." He explained to me that I'm going to work on the grants. I'm going to work for the grants, like the judges. I'm going to care for the old people. But I didn't know which kind of care I'm gonna be doing. So I in other words, I had little about caregiving. I thought it was like I'm going to work in uh office, like making tea, office, taking trash, maybe helping them whenever they needed me. Uh, Little did I know that I'm gonna be taking them for shower, taking them toilet, emulating them from bed to their wheelchairs. Little did I know about caregiving and facility in general. Let me give you how, let me show you how a facility looks like. A facility in USA is like a big hotel full of floors. One floor, it might be for people who can walk. Another floor might be for old people who cannot walk, but they're always in bed. Another floor will be mixed up. Another floor, it will be like floors. So it has plenty of workers, like 100 workers or caregivers, more than 100. So this is the kind of place I started my life, but it changed my perspective about USA and about work. Here in America, good enough, we work per hour. When you finish your 1 hour, you have your $20 aside. So whenever you work, you add up. At the end of the day, you leave work smiling. But remember, you're tired, you smell disgusting sometimes, you 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 feel tired and you feel like you wanna go back to work again because you need to collect that money. That is America. And that's where it's more interesting. You can earn money and you can reach your goals once you are fully functioning and you really able to work. So when I started in a facility in Massachusetts, a place called Newton, my first day, actually before my first day, a person who took me there told me, let me show you the facility first and show you where you're gonna start your duty, like enter from the door. So she took me there and she showed me the facility. But when I peeped right into the windows, I saw the old men and women sitting on their laptops. So in my mind, I was like, it's like an office. So I'm gonna be working in an office. The next day, I was surprised. The next day, the next day I went in, I met Ugandans and Americans and different people. Remember, this is America. We use English. So when I meet Ugandans, they're speaking English, but the good thing, we love our local language. So I talk to them. I'm new. I need some training, and I was willing to work. So what happened is, when I reached there, the Ugandans were so helpful, man. They are so helpful because they looked at me and they saw me like I needed to work and I was really ready for work. So I went in, I started working. The first thing, it was training. I had little about caregiving. So I'm not gonna give you details because uh it would, you would come here to feel it yourself. I wouldn't mention a lot of details, but cleaning, taking shower, changing diapers, it was hard. Like learning how to change diapers. Like you, there are so many rooms. Like they gave me like 8 individuals. I had to change their diapers. Man, it was hard for me, and it was my first day. Remember, I had little training, but I needed to work to get money. Before joining these facilities, you have to do one thing. You have to go through training. Later, I went and got my certificate. But the first time I went to do this kind of job, I had no experience. But with time, within 2 days, I got to know what to do. But I went to on adjusting and knowing more skills as time went on. So my first day, I'm telling you my first day, and I will only tell you my first day. Then I will go on to other stuff. My first day at work, I met Ugandans. They helped me to show me the items I'm gonna be using, how you use it, how you lay a bed, how you take these old people to shower, how to remember. I'm dealing with old, very old, 80, 90, 100, tangible, fragile. I'm telling you, you have to be very careful because you can break somebody's bone. People who have gone through surgeries, people who forget, but the old people are so friendly. I'm telling you, they're like kids. So I love my work. You enter a room and you introduce yourself. Hi, I'm so and so, and I'm your caregiver today. Oh, they are so friendly. So you're gonna, okay, come on. Huh? So you explain. Now I've come to take you for a shower in the morning, and especially the shift which is so busy is the shift which I started work from 8 to 3. That is the most busy time, and there is management, and they don't need to know that you starter. They need to see you working. But let me tell you the tricky part and the funny thing. So this Ugandan guy told me, oh, so you're here. First of all, I was introduced to this Ugandan by another Ugandan, said this so and so is new, but we want him to start working because he needs money immediately. So he said, you're gonna train him, take him through training and let him start working. Man, my heart was pumping. You need to know how to work. You came to work, and I was like, man, if you're not hardworking and you're not tough, you might run away from that facility on your first day. Even before you finish your first working on your first client, you might run away. But I knew the reason why I was there. That's why I didn't run away. I said I will overcome. So this Ugandan told me, listen, watch how I handle the grants. So he went on, he explained himself, he bought towels, he bought shampoo. There is something called bath. Most of the individual, you give them a bed bath. You give them shower in the bed. So you have to change the diapers, shower them in the bed, change the linen, and emblet them, dress them in the bed, emblet them, put them in the wheelchair, take them for breakfast in the hall or in the dining room. 8 individuals within 2 hours, you have to work on them immediately. You don't have to leave any of them in the bed. It's a crime, or it's it's a violence if you leave somebody in bed, unbathed, undressed, linen non changed, diapers non changed in the morning. So from 8 to 9 to 10, you have like 2 hours or 1 hour to do this. Man, it was my first time and I felt like, man, I was so slow. Like I could take an hour on one person. So what happened is that this Ugandan told me, I'm gonna work with you because I know you're not gonna do this. This guy was so fast. In America, people are so fast. At the moment, I'm fast enough. But when you come to USA, you're so sluggish, so slow. Man, when you come to US, try to be fast. At least try to do work like this. Because in America, people are so fast. But when they're on the road, they are so careful. In Africa, on the road, people's vehicles are so fast. But when it comes to lifestyle, we are so slow. That's when I looked at myself like, why am I so slow? People are so fast. Get this, get it, this, change this. Within an hour, that guy had helped me to work on 3 to 4 people. And also he had did his other people. Remember, they gave me 8 people and he had also 8. So he had like 16 people to get out of bed. But the other good thing, not all individuals, they were bedridden, like they could not do anything for themselves. Some of them we reached to some individuals and they could dress up themselves. You just have to provide. You provide the linen, you provide the 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 diapers, the pull-ups. They can do that. That's how I managed to finish my assignment. But man, my first day at work, it wasn't easy. And that day I worked 8 hours, and again I had another shift to work on. Since I needed money, I did like 16 hours. So my second shift, they transferred me to another floor, and I met another Ugandan. I met other Ugandans who were not friendly. They were like, why you brought somebody here who doesn't know what to do? Let them first go for training for 1 week. I was Other Ugandans were like, man, you all went through the same process. We helped you too. You cannot say that. If you cannot help, just shut up. Let others help. That time it was a Mexican, a Spanish lady who helped me. She said, Aaron, I know you don't know work, but you have to be fast. Let me show you. The only good thing I had is experience from my past 9 hours of work, my morning shift. Now it was afternoon shift. Now I'm working with Spanish lady, and this lady was so friendly. If I made a mistake, she could come and say, Aaron, you forgotten to shower this individual in this room. Aaron, why didn't you take the individual to the dining? Aaron. So I was like running, like my head was like crazy. I said, man, I can't. Let me stop my experience there because you already got to know part of it. After my duty, man, I was like, these clothes are stinking because I was sweating, I was tired. When I reached home, I got all my clothes, put them in the plastic bag. I said, this is going for laundry. Put them aside, and I went to shower, and I was like, oh my God, this is America. mean, USA. If you come to caregiving, the first week will always be terrible for you, but when you get used to the work, things become easy because nobody has to tell you what to do. You are the boss of yourself. They give you assignment, you just do your assignment faster, faster, faster. And the good thing is that the assignments in the morning there is more work than afternoon and than in the night. So sometimes they change your shift. They take you to afternoon, they take you to overnight, and it's the same money. You make $25 per hour. If you do 16 hours, you have something like $300 in Ugandan shillings, 1 million, just in one day. And the next day also you're doing maybe 16 hours. Then you take a break for one day. You take a rest. Then again, at the end of the week, you're gonna have like $2,000 or $1,900, and that is something like 6 million, 7 million in Uganda for only 1 week. So you might be there asking yourself how life it is in America, but that is the most hard part of work. People working in facilities, that is the most hard part of caregiving. Some caregiving, they don't even change diapers. They're giving companionship and even making $25 per hour. They're making 24 hours. Some of them, they're making even $50. The private caregivers, they're making $50. They're making way like 40 Ugandan millions in a month. People are making money here. I'm telling you. Today, I'm just telling you about my experience, how I started work and how I got work. Getting work, I got through connections through Ugandans. That's how I got work. And the good part about Massachusetts, here there is a big Ugandan community. Easy to find work, easy to get solution for everything. If you want have a problem somewhere, they will help you quickly. You just have to communicate. So guys, that's how I started working, and I went on working for a while. I made money. Then also my wife also started working. That's how far we have become. I changed my job from caregiving to a different job. I got a driver's license. It also helped me somewhere. When you come to America, you have to know that you're gonna study a certificate somewhere, somehow. And the only thing you need is your high school to say that you have a high school. Otherwise, your degrees don't add up at the moment, especially if you're a starter. They don't add up. Just leave your degrees aside until you get experience in USA. Guys, thanks for watching. If you have any other question about anything, comment and follow my channel.